Nevada has more deserted truck stops than populated areas. This is because Nevada has a small population of only around 3 million people, and almost 70% of them live in major urban areas. Las Vegas is the main reason why the population is not lower. Nevada's low population is not primarily due to owing money to the wrong people, but rather due to several other factors. Below are 10 reasons why Nevada is sparsely populated. Let's take a closer look at them. Number 10. Nature's challenges. A large part of Nevada is covered by dry, desolate deserts, making everyday life difficult and uncomfortable. This is especially true for those who love wearing wool scarves and wish to hide a few extra pounds. Summers in Nevada often see temperatures soaring above 100 degrees Fahrenheit, making outdoor activities quite tough. The state is also prone to wildfires, earthquakes, and flash floods. Earthquakes are not just limited to California, and Nevada cannot ignore them either. Another type of distress witnessed is grown men shedding tears while waiting to board their flights back home. Considering the scorching heat in Las Vegas, it's astonishing to see numerous homeless people on the streets. If forced to, choosing the Pacific Northwest to set up a tent for warmth and dryness would be a better option than the unforgiving streets of Las Vegas. Number 9. Lack of water. Nevada has a growing population, but the state's scarce rainfall and minimal surface water make it hard to meet their needs. Most of the state is arid and inhospitable. However, recent record rainfalls and snowfalls in the western states have brought a temporary relief to the drought situation. The water supply of Lake Mead is primarily used for the Las Vegas metropolitan area and southern Nevada. Thanks to the record snowfall in the Rockies, the Colorado River has received more water, providing some relief for Lake Mead. However, this solution is short-lived, as it is unlikely that such severe storms will continue in the coming years. As the drought persists, water levels in Lake Mead and other lakes in the northern part of the state, including Reno and Lake Tahoe, will drop once again. Number 8. Expensive living. The cost of living in Nevada, particularly in larger cities like Las Vegas and Reno, is higher than the national average, mainly due to the rapid population growth in these areas over the past few decades. Many people from California have moved to neighboring states like Nevada and Oregon in search of lower living costs, resulting in a continuous cycle of rising prices. The high cost of living in California has led to an exodus of people seeking better conditions elsewhere, causing an increase in prices in their new locations. Before the concept of money, humans migrated to follow resources and better climates. Today, people are free to search for better economic opportunities. However, the increased cost of living in Nevada is a direct result of the significant influx of new residents in recent decades. According to various datasets, Nevada ranked either 23rd or 24th in median listing prices in 2003, but by 2022, they had risen to 14th place. Number 7. Limited job opportunities. Indeed, there are job opportunities in Nevada, but the issue lies in the limited variety of industries. The state's economy is heavily dependent on the gaming and tourism sectors, which might not be sufficient to provide full employment for the population. The federal government owns a significant portion of the state and operates various facilities, but again, the job options are not diverse. This can discourage some visitors, especially those who only associate Nevada with gambling. Although the job market may not be as thriving as in states like California, Texas, Oregon, Washington, and Colorado, there are still opportunities. However, the state offers a multitude of jobs, but with limited diversity in the types of employment available. Number 6. Inadequate infrastructure. Nevada's infrastructure is lacking outside its major cities. Traveling for work, school, or medical care in some parts of the state can be a challenge. The inconsistent healthcare system is a significant concern for the elderly population. As individuals age, they require more frequent medical attention and possibly specialist care. Living in a remote area of the Nevada desert and having to travel for hours to receive medical assistance can be highly inconvenient. The healthcare system in Nevada receives mixed reviews, not due to poor service or facilities, but because of the difficulty in accessing care. While the hospitals have an excellent staff of doctors and nurses, there is a shortage of professionals. Infrastructure is not limited to roads, trains, and bridges. It also encompasses internet access, healthcare, schools, and emergency services. Number 5. High violent crime rates. Nevada struggles with crime, primarily in the Las Vegas metro area, which negatively impacts the entire state's reputation. Although crime exists in other parts of the state, It is concentrated in and around Las Vegas. Despite the crime issue, Las Vegas still has much to offer, with attractions like the Strip and downtown. If you're concerned about safety, you can find safe areas like the parking lots of primary schools. In 2022, Nevada had the fifth highest rate of violent crime in the United States, with 541 violent crimes reported per 100,000 people. Additionally, the state's incarceration rate ranked 13th highest in the country, with 584 adults imprisoned for every 100,000 people. Number 4. Unfair reputation. It's peculiar how some people hold misconceptions about Nevada. While the state offers adult entertainment options like strip clubs, bars, and casinos, it's unjust to stereotype the entire state based on Las Vegas and gambling. Beliefs and stereotypes about different states can often be exaggerated or incorrect. Apart from Sin City, Loveland, and Reno, there aren't many major casinos in the state. Portland, for example, feels entirely different from the rest of Oregon. Similarly, once you leave the Las Vegas area, Nevada seems like a completely different place. Number 3. Late development. Nevada was mostly uninhabited until the construction of the Hoover Dam between 1931 and 1936, which led to the first significant influx of people. Early settlers of the American West generally avoided Nevada due to its harsh climate. Wyoming faced a similar issue, with neighboring states offering better options. Back then, Nevada consisted of a few unremarkable small towns. In the 1930s, Las Vegas had a population of around 5,000. Reno was the largest city with around 18,000 residents, and Carson City had a mere population of 1,502. Meanwhile, Los Angeles was already home to more than 1.2 million people. Number 2. Remote location. Many people believe that Nevada's isolated location makes it a less appealing place for permanent settlement. When looking at a map, it's clear that Nevada borders the scarcely populated eastern part of California. Reno, the state's second largest city, is situated high in the Sierra Nevada mountains on California's eastern border, far from other major urban centers. Nevada is bordered by Idaho to the west and Oregon to the east, both of which have sparsely populated regions. Eastern Utah faces a similar situation. Critics argue that Nevada has too few major highways and airports. Despite this, it's surprising how many flights to Las Vegas are available from numerous U.S. airports. Although understandable, it doesn't seem very significant. Number 1. State dominated by federal ownership. Due to the vast amount of land in Nevada owned by the federal government, there isn't much room for new towns to emerge. Land for sale is not as abundant as one might assume. Considering a state like Nevada, with its sparse population and vast empty spaces, you might think, I could just buy some land and do whatever I want. Perhaps use it to catch rabbits or snakes. However, the federal government owns around 81% of Nevada. The term owned is used loosely here, as the government manages the land for various purposes, such as grazing, recreation, and natural resource protection. Out of the 81% of land owned or leased by the federal government, the Bureau of Land Management is responsible for managing 63% of it. As mentioned in a recent video, you can purchase a monthly pass for $25, allowing you to park your camper in the middle of the desert and live out of a van. This has become a popular choice for many, including YouTuber Alyssa Vanilla, whose channel can be found through a provided web address. The low population in the region is partly due to the fact that she never leaves BLM land. Most of the land in the area is owned by the United States government, leaving locals with far less than you might expect. Do you think the state could make any changes to reverse this trend? Share your ideas in the comments below. And remember to leave your like and subscribe for more videos like this.